Let me it. So this module 10 will talk about vSphere lifecycle management. It's more talking about your day-to operations with respect to, creating new host, updating, patching your overall environment, minor patch, major patch, make some standard images for building your ESXi in future, customize the image. That's all. Okay. So there's number of modules, number of lessons in this module. vCenter Server Update Planner, overview of Lifecycle Manager, working with baseline, working with cluster images, and managing the virtual machine tools and virtual machine hardware version using the Lifecycle. So when we say update planner, it is something here we are talking about when we simply planning for upgrading your overall vSphere environment. How update planner will help you. Okay. And run vCenter server upgrade pre-check and interoperability reports and export the pre-check and interoperability reports. All right. So vCenter update planner will help you in planning the vCenter upgrade, and it will create a interoperability report. So what do you mean by interoperability report? Simply the components you are using in your environment. Like for example, in my environment, I have vSAN, I have a specific version to ESXi, I have some NSXT software defined networking component, I have VRA, VROPS, blah, blah components have been integrated because any of the service we have, installed related to monitoring, logging, SDN, storage, end of the day, they coordinate with the vCenter server because vCenter server is their centralized management platform. So what update planner will do? So simple example, if you are planning to upgrade your update planner feature available from first of all 7.0 onwards. If like you want to do a simple upgrade from 7.0 to 7.0, update 1 or probably update 2, probably update 3. So whatever component like your current version is the 7.0 and you have definitely ESXi would be there, bare minimum at least, vSAN, you have vROPS, okay, you have NSXT as an software defined networking component and another blah blah components. So if you are planning to take yourself from 7.0 to probably on update 2, maybe update 1 or update 3. So interoperability, it will, you have to run in first. So what it will tell you, if you will go to this version, like for an example, if you go to, okay, update 3, if you will go to any of the version, update 2, update 1, what is the compatibility perspective, you will get any warning or challenge or something like that with the current version of your ESXi, vSAN, and number of components you have deployed. Okay. So like for example, ESXi, vSAN. So if in particular component, the current means you are on current, you are on 7.x family, or maybe for vSAN, there 7.x, maybe for vROPS 8.0, something like that. So what will happen if you will jump to the next level? From compatibility perspective, it will say the status, green, 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 okay, or sometimes it will show you warning, okay, sometimes it will show you incompatible as well. So it means that is, if you will move to the next version, it will recommend you to first upgrade that particular component to avoid the incompatibility up to this level, and as a next step you go ahead and you do the vCenter server upgrade. Get my point? Yes, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, simple. This is my current status with all these my related components. I want to jump to the next level. What will happen with the components from compatibility perspective that I am supporting? I mean, I means vCenter. vCenter is supporting in current date. So update planner indeed help you. So if in case warning, so first of all, you remediate that issue then go ahead and do the upgradation for your vCenter server, right? So that's how your update planner will help you from the interoperability part. And where it started? It started from 7.0 onwards. Here you can see, you can export again, you can export the result. You see some of the ESXi, okay? For rest of components are okay, but some of the ESXi, I am getting some alert. This is just a report. I told you, multiple components can be there. And my current version, it is showing the compatibility. My current version of vCenter is considered here 7.0. So if you will go and you will click to link release notes, and you will get to know why this ESXi 123 is showing uncompatibility with respect to my the current version. Okay, then as a next step, while you are upgrading your vCenter, so upgrading is again just to start. See, there is two things. Let me just clarify you. One is only patch. So patch, P-A-T-C-H, patch, you can do from local console of vCenter. Okay. But if there is an upgrade is something like you are upgrading 6.7 to 7.0, or maybe 7.0 to some bigger version, 7.1, 7.2, like that. Okay. Updates are simple thing. Update can be done locally from the console. Like for example, 7.0 to 7.0 U1. So for that, you don't need to run this new setup. Only from the local console, you can do minor patch and update. But if it's a major upgrade, then what you need to do? You have to run a new installer. You remember when we done the vCenter installation? I told you. So that time you will select the upgrade option. Once you will select the upgrade option, then it will ask you the details of your previous vCenter server, and whatever previous vCenter server you were using, all the settings will be exported to this new deploy vCenter server. It is not a in-place upgrade. A new vCenter will be deployed, and all my existing vCenter setting will be exported to the new vCenter server. All right. But yeah, for the time being, my both the vCenter server are running. Like for example, the earlier IP is 10.1.5. To this new center server 0.1.6 or something, you have to give a new temporary IP for the moment. This upgrading is happen. Once upgrade is happen, shut down this, change this IP back to 10.5. And if in case some DNS name have been created, under that DNS name, bind both the IP addresses, older one and the newer one. Time being you are in upgrade phase. So that once upgrade happen, people will keep on browsing vCenter server from the fully qualified domain name. So that will happen from the same fully qualified domain name, and later on we will change the IP address. Okay. So this is a simple exercise for any kind of major upgrade we have to follow. Clear? Because at the moment we cannot keep same IP addresses running. It would be a conflict. But in FQDN, make the record simply like just to keep two IP addresses associated with the common fully qualified domain name. All right. Are we clear on it? Yes, no?
Yes, sir.
All right. So that's what we learned from this lesson. Then lesson 2 is we are going to cover overview of vSphere Lifecycle Manager. Shall we cover this? Yeah, we can cover. It's not too much bigger again. So here, primarily, earlier it was, see, when we do overall environment upgrade, okay, so whenever we follow the upgrade process of entire vCenter server, if I'll take simple example, today we are on 6.7 version. my vCenter, ESXi and all, and we are planning to move on 7.0. So your upgrade sequence would be always, first you will upgrade your vCenter server, then you will upgrade your hardware, firmware available on ESXi to make compatible, and then upgrade the ESXi software, correct? And also if you are using external SAN, if on target storage, there is some compatibility firmware or patch is required, tell them to upgrade them as well. Okay. And then if you want to upgrade your VM tools, virtual machine hardware version, then you have to. So you have to follow this sequence. First vCenter, then if there is any dependent component, kind of storage and all, do the upgrades of that. Then hardware and firmware for your ESXi, then your virtual VM tools and the virtual hardware version. That you can do at any time, but that's normally a sequence we do follow. So for earlier we were using update manager, but now 7.x onwards it is vSphere Lifecycle Manager. What we can do with vSphere Lifecycle Management? We can perform our host upgrade, we can perform our virtual machine upgrade. Wherever for vCenter upgrade, how we have to do? I told you, run a new step, new vCenter, and just export the setting from older vCenter server to new vCenter server. So it will always a new deployment and an export. But in case of ESXi host, we cannot deploy the new ESXi host. Okay. All the ESXi's will be in place upgrade. In place means their existing hypervisor version will be upgraded to the newer hypervisor version by using the same hardware. vCenter is just a virtual appliance. We can deploy. That's easy, not a problem. But in case of ESXi, we are using the same hardware and we are upgrading the hypervisor software. So this activity is happening, we called as rolling upgrade. When we say rolling upgrade, my host will be taken like the way like for node. First, this host will go maintenance mode, upgrade activity will happen. It will upgrade, then some of the VMs will come here, then it will go in maintenance one by one. It is a rolling, means one by one. One host, maintenance, upgrade it. Second host, maintenance, upgrade it. Third host, maintenance, upgrade it, and bring back from the maintenance mode in the same fashion, one by one. So that's we called as a rolling upgrade. Okay. And that's all activity, how we do all my ESXi host upgrade using the vSphere Lifecycle Manager. Okay, so vSphere Lifecycle Manager is helping us for upgrading, patching ESXi host, install any third-party bundle, standardize image, install driver, firmware, make custom image, managing virtual machine and tools. All these activities we can achieve by the vSphere Lifecycle Manager. All right. So,
Sure, sir.
what? Yeah. Yes. Any question?
This we can do it with the help of like baseline as well, right?
No, baseline is just a part of VLCM. Okay, that's we are talking about. Okay. So, vSphere Lifecycle Manager, your baseline is a part of VLCM. Okay. Method of updating and upgrading your ESXi host, and only one method support. Either use managing using baseline or using the images. Sometimes we refer as baseline image as well. So when we say managing using baseline, so it's a simple. Whenever you will create a, you are going to create a baseline, you will just map a ISO image. I mean, just put a ISO image within your baseline. Then what will happen? When we will apply the baseline to my ESXi host, it will compare my current version with to the target ISO, that is fetch with this baseline. Okay. And on the top of, by the basing of comparison being applied under the baseline, it will take the decision, yes, I am lacking something, then it will start the update or patch against that baseline in that. Second method है manage using baseline images. So compare ESXi host against the customized image. A customized image is already there. When I say customized image, it has some add-on patches, hardware, firmware bundle. That's all being here. All right. And those are bundled as a single, those are bundled together and export as a image. All right. And that image we can apply to the ESXi host. But this image base upgrade, baseline image base upgrade, only support from 7.0 onwards. In that case, ESXi upgrade will happen through image depot. So here my ISO image will be fetched to baseline. Here my custom image will be considered as an image depot, and we will compare the host against the image that we have copied inside the image depot. Against, if we'll compare it with the ISO images that is fetched with the baseline. All right. So two methods where we can use in VLCM, either using baseline, managing baseline, putting ISO image, or managing using baseline images. When we say images, image a customized pack for my ISO add-on drivers, everything are available here, and that will be available in image depot, and against the image depot we can remediate my ESXi host. Got it? So two methods for upgrading your ESXi. Okay, so here you should see one option, you have image depot. So here I have an image. One option I have baseline. If I'll click in baseline, there I will also see an ISO image. So that point of time, I can go ahead and I can take an action against my ESXi host. So when we say patch setting, patch is not a major upgrade. Patch is just a smaller upgrade, like 7.0 update 1, or maybe some security advisory. That's a small patch. Okay. So that small patch can be downloaded, and again, it can be it against this we can put in image depot, and we can make a baseline for that patch, and we can compare that. That's it. Then lifecycle manager with DRS. So probably you have seen when we are setting the HA and DRS mode. So when vSphere lifecycle manager places host in maintenance mode, vSphere DRS is mandatory for the rolling upgrade. You know that rolling upgrade will happen one by one automatically. Okay, so first host will go in maintenance mode. It will evacuate all the VMs to another host. When it will upgrade back out of a maintenance mode, the VMs will be back. Then it will put second host. So when this maintenance mode activity can be happen only when DRS is enabled. If DRS is not enabled in my cluster, it will not bring the host into maintenance mode. Okay. You know that part. So that's it for this. So we'll take it, up to this lesson only. Don't go beyond that to avoid more confusions. Let's keep it here. So next module, in next, we'll talk more detail in working on baseline. Okay, guys. See you tomorrow at same time. And thank you very much for your time as well.